What's going on, folks? Hope you're feeling good. Hope you're feeling great. Let's get it in. This is part two of the Titans, the Giant slash Titans. I wanted to show y'all images, right, of weapons, of huge giant weapons, right? So let's get it in. Look how huge that. I think they call it. It's a certain type of sword. I forgot how you call it, but look how huge that weapon is compared to that man. So here you got another sword. Y'all be the judge, man. Look how big that sword is compared to an average sized man. Who do you think is swinging around that sword? Seriously, who do you think is swinging around that sword? Look how huge that sword is compared to that man. Come on, y'all. Y'all be the judge, man. So, as you can see, these two giant men. That's what I mean when I talk about the giants. Those are giant beings. You know what's the crazy part about it is? That's not even too long ago. That's like the 1900s, 1800. This photo is not even too long ago. Look how huge these men are compared to these average sized human. Come on, y'all. Y'all seeing this? These are giant beings, man. Not too long ago, dude, these people was walking around. This is Robert. This is the oldest, this is the tallest man recorded in modern history. His name was Robert. They say he was 8 feet tall. Look how huge this man was compared to those two females, man. Y'all seen this, dog? That is a giant, man. That is a giant here, y'all. Here's another photo of Robert. Look at the men in the background. Look at the men in the background. That is an average sized man in the background. Now look at Robert. Look at this, y'all. This is incredible, y'all. We're literally looking at a giant. And you know the crazy part? They say he was still growing. He died, I think, at 22. He was still 22 years old, still growing. Again, look at the men in the background. And look at Robert. Incredible, y'all. This is incredible. Here you got another giant. Look at his sword. I got a question. Who are these people fighting? Who are they fighting that they got a sword like that? That he got a sword? Who is he defending? Who is he fighting? Come on, y'all. Look at this shit. Yo. And the crazy part about this is it's not even that long ago. It's not even that long ago. And I believe the people that's in power took them out. Giant people that look like that, I believe they took them out. Not only that, maybe some of them are in hiding, underground and stuff like that. And then you got this guy. His story is kind of sad, though. If you're looking into his story, I forgot what's his name. I might do a video on it, but look how huge this guy is. An average sized woman. And look how tall he is. This guy would have been in the NBA today. This guy would have been in the NBA today, right? So I'm gonna tell you something. That's my opinion. I don't think that's a normal human. I think that's some type of alien creature. I'm not trying to be funny, but I think that's some kind of alien creature, y'all. All right, guys. Now we're gonna talk about the Titans. You see what you see here? Were your Titans. Look how huge they look. Now, mainstream media is gonna say, "Oh, it formed naturally by nature." Nature is formed naturally. Again, y'all be the judge, man. What does that look like to y'all? Y'all be the judge, man. To me, those were your titans, man. You can clearly see a nose. You can clearly see a face, a head. You can clearly see a humanoid looking face, nose, eyes, and stuff like that. Let's keep going, y'all. You guys be the judge. Y'all be the judge. Just this channel is free thinking for a reason. Y'all be the judge. What does that look like to y'all? What does that look like to y'all, man? To me, that looks like clearly that looks like a head. That looks like someone's head, but they say it's naturally formed. So again, mainstream media is saying it formed naturally. That's what mainstream media is saying. This is a natural form. That's what, man. That is a Titan elephant. That is a huge, huge elephant that got petrified, man. They're gonna make fun of me and saying, you crazy, man, you crazy. It formed naturally. It's a natural rock formation that's shaped like an elephant. Y'all be the judge. Again, folks, they say this is caused by nature. Somehow nature was able to carve someone's nose and eyes so perfectly. Okay, yeah, we gonna go with that. Here you got another Titan. I forgot where this was at. That is another Titan right there. How they gonna deny this? How do you explain that? How do you explain that? Out of middle, I forgot where that was. How do you explain that, folks? How mainstream is going to explain this? I haven't found nobody in mainstream to able to explain this right here. I'm gonna need y'all to use, have an open mind. They say this formed naturally. They said this naturally formed by nature when you can clearly see a head, a nose, a eyes, and a mouth. Again, y'all be the judge. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know what's up, man. But let's continue. What does that look like to you guys? I'm gonna let y'all decide. I'm gonna let y'all use your mind. I'm gonna let you guys take this one. What does that look like to y'all? To me, that is a giant petrified snake. Look at the scales on it. There's no way nature naturally did that. No freaking way. That is an anaconda, man. Y'all remember the anaconda movie? The man eating snake? Well, there you go. Look at the scales on it. Look at the details of the scales on it. Y'all telling me nature did that? Really? So nature did all of that. My God, look at the head of the snake, y'all. Look at the head of the snake. Oh, yo. That is a Titan snake. I told y'all in my other videos, those giant animals roaming the realm. Go read the book of Enoch. Anyways, folks, I'm going to show you. You see the movie Moana, right? They show you that in the movies. Look at that Titan female. And when she go to sleep, it looks like an island. So all those islands that we see today are giants. Are Titans. Are remnants of Titans, man. But anyway, folks, y'all be good. Y'all stay aware, and I'm out.